and somebody was knocking on my door. This guy I've never seen before. So I try to shut the door. He put his foot in the doorway. That's my first red flag. He's like, let's go inside. I said, I'm not letting you in my house. He's like, well, I'm wanted on 2 counts of murder, so I don't want to be out here. I'm like, and he calls this homeboy. He's like, hey, I'm here with D. You said I'm here with your boy D. He's like, no, man. I could hear him on the phone. He's like, no, man. D's good people. He's good people. I said, well, he's the last one who had your stuff. I heard the voice say, oh, well then do what you gotta do. Click. 2018 changed me for all the way around. I keep saying that, but there's a lot of factors in it. So I woke up one day and somebody was knocking on my door, right? So I don't have any pants on. I got my wife beater on, and I go into the door, and this guy I've never seen before. He's like, hey, you D? I said yeah. I said, what's up? He's like, hey, you were supposed to have some stuff, my homeboy's property. I'm like, somebody's got evicted on one of the apartments. We threw it in the trash. I don't know where it's at. He's like, well, come show me where it's at. I'm like, all right, I go put pants on. So I try to shut the door. He put his foot in the doorway. That's my first red flag. So I'm like, bro, just trust me. I'm just gonna put some pants on. Look at me. I'll be right there. He's like, I don't want you calling the cops. Second red flag. So I'm not gonna call the cops. Got no reason to. Just let me go put some pants on, and I'll show you where the stuff's at. Finally, let me shut the door. So I go in my room. I put my pants on, and I remember I seen my rifle right next to my doorway. I looked at it. I felt something. I'm like, and I walked out. So I walked out, showed him where the dumpster was, and there was nothing out there except for a safe that was his, but it was broken into. So I start walking back. He starts complaining and cussing me out and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, look, here's a cigarette. Gave him a cigarette. Here's a lighter. He takes it like this. He takes the lighter and then he gives it back like this, like in his shirt, like wiping the fingerprints off it. Another red flag. So we go in front of my apartment. I stop. He's like, let's go inside. I said, I'm not letting you in my house. He's like, well, I'm wanted on 2 counts of murder, so I don't want to be out here. I'm like, another red flag. I'm like, okay, let's go into the hallway. So we go into the hallway, right? And he calls this homeboy. He's like, hey, I'm here with D. You said I'm here with your boy D. He's like, no, man. I could hear him on the phone. He's like, no, man. D's good people. He's good people. It's like, well, he's the last one who had your stuff. I heard the voice say, oh, well then do what you gotta do. Click. I'm like, oh, wait, hold up. So I was wearing my pants. He took my knife out of my pocket. He took my phone because we were using my phone, and he pulled his knife out. He's like, open the door. I said, I ain't gonna let you open the door. So he came at me with the knife. He's like, open the door. So okay, fine. So I opened the door, walk in. This is around noon. My mom was supposed to be home for lunch, but she wasn't. She was working in the apartment behind us. And so he's like, sit down. I go sit down on the couch. He grabs me, throws me to the chair. He's like, no, right there. He points at my entertainment center. He's like, all this stuff, pack it up. Throws bags down. I'm like, all right, you're good. So I'm packing stuff up. He's going on a rant. He's like, who lives here? I'm answering him. He's, well then, all of her, I didn't hear what he said, but he said, if she comes home, I'm gonna kill her. I'm like, what? So as soon as he said that, he went in my mom's room. I jumped up, went to my room. I grabbed my rifle. He's like, hey, where'd you go? And then as soon as he came through the hallway, I shot him in the chest. Last thing he said was said F word, and then hit the wall, spun. I went to the back and told my mom, like, hey, call the police. I shot him. I shot a guy. I called the police.